there's other things. Let me tell you a little story, because we like a story before we get into the deep stuff. And this is the thing about the ripples. Lovely young lady come to see me a few years ago now. And she said, well, I've got this phobia of loud noises. And I'm thinking, that's interesting. We live in the neighbourhood where we live is really quiet. So I said, well, where do you get these loud noises? I want to know, because I don't hear them. And she said, well, they're all over the place. Where we live in the summer, there's a fireworks display every Saturday night for all the tourists. And they frighten the life out of me. I thought, oh, I've heard those. But they're not that loud. If they affect you, they do. And she says, if you think about it, most parties now have some type of firework display. They always have some bangers or things like that. And in fact, people will make and buy fireworks just to let them off in the street. And, oh yeah, I've heard that too. She says, and it's terrible. I can't go out. I can't go to a party just in case. I can't go out on a Saturday night because of that firework display. And it's really, really ruining, what I should have. I'm a young girl. I should be able to enjoy myself. And you're dead right. She was dead right. So we did some work. And then she phoned me up because I said, you've got to test this stuff. It's no good doing the work and then not testing, because we've got to see that it works. Maybe you have to tweak a little bit. And she phoned back and said, I went to a birthday party over the weekend. And there was lots of fireworks. They actually had a firework display. They brought one in. And I was very nervous, Paul. But then there was nothing. In fact, I watched and I was really interested and curious. I hadn't seen it because they're always hidden, but they were beautiful. And yeah, the loud noises did give me a little bit of, but that's what loud noises do to everybody, isn't it? But she said, here's the weird thing. And it wasn't weird to me, by the way, but when you get this, the ripples, she said, at work, things have changed. I'm so confident in myself. I speak up. I share my opinions. I never used to do that. I always hid. But now, and when I go out socialising, I'm confident in myself. It made such a difference to my life. I didn't realise how this has affected me, but I'm so pleased. And that's what it is. It's the ripples of change. You never know how far they go, and you never know in which direction. But when you do change one thing in your life and you get a little bit more confident there, you get more confident over there. And it's proper confidence in your competence.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.